This episode of Champ and the Tramp is brought to you by Bubba Coos Burritos. It is always my go-to spot whenever I'm hungry.
Yeah, I just saw Roger there the other day, and at lunch, and the day before.
Absolutely.
So don't miss it. He's always there. I'm always there. Place to eat.
3 square meals a day.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and the Tramp, let the bomb blast.
Listen, I'm always down. You get scared politically.
No,
so.
this you have to. What the fuck you kidding
You
me?
get all nervous. You're like, this guy wants to fucking get political again. You fucking so like if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Yeah. All
What's that?
Was that our introduction? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Champ and the Tramp. I'm pretty sure this is episode 80. Doing big things, trucking right along with my man Frankie Edgar over there. And once again, it's just me and Frank. I don't know, man. I've been having fun down here, just you and me, fucking just hamming it up, bro.
Yeah, you know, you like looking into my eyes like
yeah,
that.
see?
He does. He looks into my eyes.
What do you make it?
He
30 seconds?
He likes looking into my
30
eyes with
seconds
no one distracted him.
Yeah, true. I get a better look over there on
There
that
you
couch.
go.
That's your new home over there on that couch.
You know what?
You look smaller on it,
It's
though.
comfy.
You look bigger over here.
I don't want to
You wanna
take any
intimidate
attention
anybody?
off you. I don't want to take any attention off you.
What's up, buddy? You bought a new car, man. I looked at it coming in. The thing is beautiful. You got rid of the caddy.
I did.
You actually did. I couldn't believe what you told me you got for the caddy. I don't know if you want to tell people or not, but you did, I thought, really well on the trade-in on that. Got a beautiful Audi. What is it?
Audi RS5.
Sick. What is that? Like twin turbo? What is that thing?
Yeah, twin turbo V6, but you know it's got some pop. You know,
How does
I
it-
gotta get something that's got a little balls to it.
How does it compare? Obviously, you're dealing with American-made big V8, raw power,
Right.
rear-wheel drive,
Yeah.
different type of setup. But do you think it'd beat the caddy or?
In like a touring, like a race, like a F1 type race, I think it would.
Off the
I'm
line,
saying,
it
but
probably
off
would
the
because
line,
it's all-wheel
nah.
drive. No, it wouldn't beat it off the
I
line?
don't think so.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. No.
On the track?
On the track, I think what it handles fucking crazy.
Yeah.
and I took the caddy to the track to a couple
I
like real tracks.
Poconos, right?
No, Vineland, and then in what's that place called in New York? Monticello.
Okay.
Yeah, and I whipped that thing, and it was good. It was a beast on the track.
Yeah. Heavy
But
car.
Heavy. Well, no, it's not that heavy.
Not really.
The caddy.
4-door, right?
It's a 4-door, yeah. It's a small 4-door. Even that's a small 4-door outside. But it handled well, good enough. It definitely did a thing. But this car grips the road differently. I'm assuming that's because of the 4-wheel.
Yeah,
you
sure,
know?
for sure. It's beautiful, man. I love the interior. I love
Thank
that
you.
red stitching in the seats.
Dope,
Looks sick.
dope. Lucked out.
Why is it that people are getting so much money for used cars right now? Why is it?
I don't know, man. And you can go on Carvana too. I
You
hear
were
like
saying
that's
that,
something
yeah.
else. But yeah, I got friggin' 32.5 for that 2014 Caddy. I think it was in good shape.
How many miles?
About 65.
Oh, I thought that was a good price. I don't know what you
Yeah,
paid
no,
for it,
no,
but I thought you did
absolutely,
well on that.
Absolutely.
I had a BMW X6. I'm sorry, not X6, 650i, not the good one, not the M, and naturally aspirated V8, but naturally aspirated. Had a bunch of bolt-on shit done to it or whatever. But I remember, I think I paid $36 for it. I had it for 10 years and sold it for $26. I thought I did pretty good with that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So 38.
Only
I think I paid
10
38.
G's. You got 10 G's less for it?
10 G's less, and I had it for 10 years. I barely drove it.
Wow,
though.
that's
Barely drove it.
crazy.
Yeah. Kid
Wow.
wanted it so bad. Kid
Damn,
approached
you
me.
fucking raped somebody.
Yeah, I said, this is what I'll let it go for. And he was like, all right, I want it.
Can I smell the seat?
I
Can I
think,
smell the seat? You sit in this seat?
I think he used a little bit of daddy's money, but I still see it around town a little
Do
bit.
you really?
It's got like stickers all over it now and stuff. It's not really my style. But
Rainbow stickers?
yeah. Kid's happy with it, so, but yeah. It would have been, I probably wouldn't have sold it if it was an M, but it was just the 650i.
Yeah.
Again,
what was your favorite car you've had so far?
I've always been a truck guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Always really had trucks. That was really the only car I ever owned. So cars, I mean, that would probably be it. But
I'm saying a vehicle.
I don't know, man. What would be my favorite vehicle? Probably would have been my first car. My first real car was a Chevy Tahoe, but it's high school. I loved that thing. Put wheels and tires on it. I actually rolled it over and landed. It rolled twice, landed back on its wheels, and then rolled backwards in the ocean and went underwater.
Nah.
Yeah, did a number on that thing.
And did it drive after it went underwater?
No. I
Was
sold it on the spot for $500 before they even towed it out of the ocean.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a young kid, 18 years old. I got a reckless driving ticket out of that. I was at the Millbridge Town Landing, and Maine has huge tides, so it's probably from where like the land is down to the water. Maine has like 15, 18-foot tides. It's probably a good 25 feet down, and it's just a drop off. Well, you know how like when waves come in, they kind of undermine, the grass, and the grass hangs over. So they had it all rocked off, and it was just an area of grass where they mowed. Well, we used to sit down at the town landing at night and just there's nothing to do in Maine, so people would just park and bullshit. And if you had a girlfriend, you'd sit down there and make out with her, whatever. Well, I was down there one night, and there was a bunch of cars down there, and I decided I wanted to show off, and I had this kid in the car with me, this kid Chris. And
what were you and Chris doing at making it?
We were making out, yeah. Only because I didn't know you yet. But anyway, you could fit. There was like one spot where you could fit between these big, giant boulders that they had piled up to keep you off the grass, right? To keep things from this happening. And you could just barely fit a vehicle through it. So I did, and I started doing like donuts out on the grass, and donuts, and Chris was pounding beers or whatever, and just being an idiot, young 18-year-old moron. Well, I got on, because it was nighttime, it was dark. I couldn't really see exactly how close I was to the edge. Well, on my last donut, the ass end of my car went out over, the bank gave way, like it was all undermined, gave way, and the thing just dropped down backwards, and then it rolled. The kid Chris jumped out my driver's side window as it was rolling, somehow didn't get run over. Yeah, he went right over the top of me and jumped out my window as it was rolling. Go ahead, make your joke. He was sitting on your lap, right?
He was.
On your lap. I knew that was coming. So anyway, he fucking jumps out the window, like second roll in. I stayed in it. Landed back on his wheels, and then it rolled back into the ocean, and everybody of course comes running over. He was okay, I was okay, got out of it. It was probably like halfway submerged with the headlights sticking straight up in the air, and the wrecker showed up, the cop showed up. I got a reckless driving ticket. Harry Rolfe towed it out of the ocean, and before it was even out,
Harry Rolfe.
There was the only tow truck service back then.
Harry Rolfe.
Rolfe's Towing.
Right.
Rolfe's Towing. So shout out Rolfe's Towing. And towed it out and towed it back to his yard. And some kid said, "I'll give you $500 for it." Well, I still owed money on it. I took a loan out for it, so I was like, "All right, I'll take the $500 and put it towards." I think I paid like $4,500 for it. Probably owed like $2,500 on it. So I used to have to walk to the bank to pay my car payment that I didn't even have anymore.
Wow.
Because my dad was like, "Well, you ain't letting your credit go bad, So
yeah.
So yeah, that was probably one of my favorite vehicles, and the first vehicle I ever wrecked. How about you, pal?
My favorite? I don't know. Oh, I just got this one. I like it right now. You get something new, you're like, all about it,
Sure.
And this
your Caddy wasn't your favorite when you first got it, though?
No, I mean, well, the Caddy was. I had the M5 before the Caddy. The
Right.
M5 was pretty
Nice,
fucking dope. Yeah. Had
But you bought a Mercedes with your first fight bonus you ever won,
yeah.
right?
I bought
So how do those cars stand up? Which was your favorite?
I feel I mean it's between. I mean I can't count this car yet because it's too soon,
Right.
But it's got to be between the Caddy and M5.
Yeah.
M5 Caddy's it's American power. You fucking step on the gas,
Right.
its power's right there.
Right.
Tires, but the fucking the BMW M5 used to give you seat love. Right? Like if you turned like a certain way, it would like
German engineering. Man. You can't beat it. Yeah.
And that shit was, it was just you could feel the road too.
Right.
Felt like a heavy car.
Yep. Yeah. Even with my 650i, it was just something different about driving a German-made car.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of back to now with this.
Right.
And this has, it's RS. I think it stands for Rally Sport.
Right.
And it has like. You step on it, you put in the RS mode.
Right.
It's like, whoa, like you fucking step on the brake, it fucking revs high so you jam out on the gas again.
Well, it's like all buttons today. Like if you don't hit the right buttons and you try to race somebody, if you don't turn like traction control, I remember I did that one time. I forget what I was in. Maybe it was the BMW. And I was on 37, got to a light. It was a bunch of young kids around me, little, rice burners wanting to race, revving their engines and stuff. And I was like, all right, I got a V8, I'll probably do all right against these kids. And I nailed this thing, and it, instead of breaking loose with the traction and then hooking up, the traction control kicked on, and it just like I went nowhere, and they just were gone. I was like, I looked like a total idiot.
Yeah, you got to turn that off. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's electronic now.
All right.
So what else, pal?
Shit, man. What about these emails, man?
I know. Bro, I see you get scared of politics. And then,
I'm not scared anymore.
And then you just bust.
I'm not scared
something.
anymore, Raj.
When I say something, he's like, "Bro, don't do it.
This is not politics. This ain't politics.
Politics.
No,
pal.
it's not. No, it's not. We're not gonna. We won't even classify it as politics. Let's not.
Were you ever a Fauci believer? For starters, were you ever?
In the very beginning, I remember talking to someone.
In the very beginning, the guy that contradicted himself.
No. I'm talking about this, like the early.
Okay.
The way he came in, he had his little Brooklyn accent, shit. I'm like, oh, this guy fucking seems all right. You know, he was addressing shit every day, had something to say every day.
Right.
He spoke a lot.
Right.
I'm like, all right, yeah. Then you start seeing what's up when you start, finding out the little in and outs of everything. And now that it's coming out, I mean, dude, the dude just lied to us.
Silver-tongued devils or whatever.
He just lied to us, right?
Totally.
Like 100%.
I just saw it today. I got an update that said...
And I'm seeing some other like media, like mainstream media, that wants to stare and like say, I think the headline, I don't know exactly how it was, but it was pretty much implying like, oh, he was under stress. That's why he made these decisions.
I got one today.
But you know what? Listen, you make mistakes under stress. You don't lie. You don't blatantly lie.
Right. I saw one today that said... the emails were Fauci says emails were horribly misconstrued or something along those lines, like backpedaling like a mother.
Well, how so? I mean,
I didn't read it. I just got.
Did you read any of the emails? I did. I read a couple of them.
I
mean, I don't know how you can misconstrue them.
Blatantly says that masks don't work.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
that he and this was in the beginning too when, and he specifically says. Retail masks don't work. He said the virus is too small, right? And back then he said, guys, don't take N95s. Anything, get a cloth. So it's pretty much telling us.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck you guys.
That was basically the first contradiction.
If masks ever did work, why the fuck? You know what I mean?
Well, no. And then you get to the end, which wasn't not that long ago. He's saying wear two. Yeah. It went from don't buy them.
It's like he's messing with us.
He's like, don't buy them. They don't need them. They're not helpful. And then that was a backpedal and said, well, I didn't want you to be taking them away from healthcare workers that needed them. That's why I said that. Right. And then it was everybody should wear one. And then it was everybody should wear two. And now we're reading the emails that say it was never needed anyway. It was pointless to wear them.
Right.
I mean, that's not backpedaling. That's a lie.
Yeah, straight lie. Or how about it came from China? It came from the Wuhan thing. Wuhan or Wuhan is the place, right?
Gain of function research was
right.
never funded. And then who was it? Paul Rand put him on the spot and said it was funded.
Right. Right. And did you see Rand Paul?
Rand Paul. I meant sorry. Close enough.
Yeah, it
Close
was
enough. Close enough.
And then what was the one email he got where he's like, it's too long to read.
Yeah. I forwarded it. But that was probably one of the most damning ones, and his response to it was, I'm just going to forward it to, I don't know who it was, and some other researcher, and said, this is too long for me to read. You read it. It was basically passing the buck.
Yeah, passing the buck.
And
what about, I guess what they're saying, I think didn't the emails imply they're coming out and it was here in 2019 in the USA?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Andrew, confirmation?
Andrew, pull it up. Pull it up on our TV, Andrew. We got a new TV, guys. It's not on the wall yet, but we're very excited about it.
No,
pretty soon we're gonna have the.
Pretty sure they were saying that COVID was here in the U.S. at 2019. Those emails were implying that. I think. I don't know, man. I just don't like this whole people. People are still wearing masks outside. Okay, not so much down here, but I was just in Newark today.
No, people are here, bro.
I know. You're right.
You walk into the supermarket.
No, but I'm saying outside. I'm saying outside. I'm saying outside.
Yeah.
Not even that. Outside.
Somewhere.
Dude, no, in Newark, dude, most people were. Most. December 2019. Yeah, but that's still.
Was even identified in China.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he thanked somebody for saying thank you for taking the focus off Wuhan or something along those lines.
Now, don't you think? You see Ian Smith, he posted something. He posted something.
I love that. He's so hated. And
I know,
love
but listen,
that guy.
he posted something about saying, this is the stuff that they're letting us know.
Right.
Imagine what they are not letting us know.
Well, he's saying that for every cause, there's an effect, right? The government released these emails for a reason.
He's the fall guy, bro. He's the fall guy.
Everybody's saying
maybe that's why they had. Listen, maybe
be prepared.
Listen, maybe that's why they had him talking so damn much. Maybe that's why they put him in this position.
Is a strategy,
so he could be the fucking fall guy.
Right.
I don't know. We've got 10 hats on, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, man. There's a lot of conspiracy theorists that after that shit came out, they're like, "I told you, motherfucker."
Dude, it's crazy. And how about the other thing where he got one of his scientists or people he's conferring with about how to deal with the corona. The guy said 2 medicines. One that I don't know, that I don't remember. I know that. Yeah. But the other one sounded actually a little more promising. It said like people are on ventilators on their deathbed. They're getting this, and it's literally a turnaround.
Right.
And then the other one is obviously hydrochloroquine. But dude, how come we didn't hear about that at all?
Right. Well, how about how bad they made fun of the president when he was saying it and saying, he's telling you to drink bleach.
Right.
Fucking clowns telling you to drink bleach.
He did.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's a touchy subject anytime you go down the political road.
But dude, like this is crazy, bro. Like
people fucking hate you.
The media and Fauci literally like scarred people. That's what I'm saying. These people are wearing masks because they're fucking scared, bro. So they're scared. They're going around being scared over something that, and you almost don't want to downplay this because people did die.
Correct.
So there was something.
Well, people did die, but people die of things regardless. And I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. It does. Did it kill people?
And honestly, no.
Yes. How many healthy people did it kill?
Right. But this is another thing. Like now that this is coming out that we've been lied to, we all speculated that we were being lied to, or at least not all of us, but me and you and every other fucking guest we had on here. I mean, now at that point, why would we believe anything they say?
Well, in 2016, did you believe most of what you saw on the news prior to Trump getting elected and the term fake news being coined?
No. Well,
how much
Trump
did you believe?
Coined that shit.
He did coin that shit.
Yeah.
But it opened a lot of eyes, and now
I've never been a big news watcher. I'll be honest.
But
that's the
now
thing.
I'm saying he coined. A lot of people got pissed off. Fake news. No, it's the most trusted organization in news. It's and Trump pissed a lot of people off by using that term, fake news, mostly on the left, but pissed a lot of people off. Now, today, I think there's a lot of people on the left that really believe the news is crooked. Well,
they have to. I mean,
because it is.
And I just want to know what people's rebuttal is going to be to all this, because they're going to come up with some fucking dumb shit.
Well, they're already. I didn't read it because I was really busy today at work, but I saw there's an article. I don't know if it was the Wall Street Journal or what it was, but said Fauci. What did I just say before? Fauci says, misconstrued. The emails have been misconstrued.
Dude, that just makes no sense. Right. I mean, I read the fucking emails. Like, what's misconstrued? I don't know.
I don't know either. But I mean, people got to know.
You see his book got pulled? Got pulled?
Yeah, it got pulled.
That's just crazy.
Do you see the other thing? And again, you and I are not conspiracy theorists. I would never lump us in with that. Although I do think that, compared to how I was probably when we started the show, my eyes are a little bit more open now.
Yeah, you believe in aliens now. We know they're fucking here. The fucking Pentagon. And
Right. No, I never said that it couldn't be. I didn't. Never said that they weren't.
I need to see it and touch it and feel it. And
I probably
fucking ET has knocked on my door.
I probably said that we haven't. I haven't, and I haven't seen legitimate proof that we've seen them yet. But the universe is so vast. Do I believe that they could exist? Absolutely. I think I would have said something like that.
Did you see what they're saying now?
What?
That they're going like under the water,
and
they say they can travel hundreds of knots underwater.
I'm sure. Yeah.
How about this? This is a crazy little thought I was thinking of.
Okay. Go ahead, Bonnie. Go ahead.
So say there's never been aliens up in the sky. They've always been underwater. Always, right? And our civilizations at one point split.
Yeah.
Right? And the civilization underwater is fucking just much more technologically advanced than we are.
I would probably put as much faith and belief in that, because what if we explored like 2% of our oceans or something like that?
Right, yeah.
I would put as much faith in that as I would that there are aliens out there in the vast universe, just as much. I mean, man is not adapted to go under the sea. We're just not. So
and think about like Atlantis,
Right. Where is it? Yeah.
It's buried under the sea. Maybe that was the civilization. Atlantis had this great civilization. They started realizing underwater is much better or something.
There's a couple of movies that have been made about life under the sea, and I can't think of the name. What was the one where A
Little Mermaid?
What was the one where the water would take form and
Abyss?
Was it Abyss?
Yeah.
It was
shit. Who is that?
It was a fairly good concept to that. And then there was another one when I was a kid. It was
Harris, something John Harris or something.
John Harris? I don't know about
That's
John
the guy.
Harris.
Something Harris. Harrison maybe.
Harrison Ford?
Not Harrison Ford. What? Huh? Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, yes.
You like that,
good
baby?
Good job.
And something McDonald, right? The chick, McDonald. McDowell.
Norm McDonald.
Not Norm.
I'm joking. I'm making fun of you, pal. Yeah, listen, man. Again, I was saying we're not conspiracy theorists. I would never rope us into that. I definitely think with a little different thought process than I used to, mostly because I don't believe what I see on the news. I don't believe what I see, coming from our government. So I'm a little more, I guess, accepting of possibilities. But have you heard the rumor that Trump's going to be sworn in on June 5th? Have you heard that?
Come on, bro.
Did you hear that? You didn't hear that?
Jesse?
I did not hear that from Jesse. I saw it.
Okay.
It was all over TikTok today.
Get out of here.
It was all over TikTok. People were talking about it.
Dude, that's what, Saturday?
Yeah.
On a Saturday, they're going to swear him in. I don't think the government works on Saturdays, bro.
I don't know, bro. I just asked if you heard it. I didn't say you believe it. I know you don't believe it.
No.
Latest they're saying August.
Yeah.
August now.
Oh. August, yeah.
Insider said sources close to Trump are saying
Yeah.
things will be back by August.
He did.
Come on, man.
Candace Owens interviewed him, and he said, I have
Amber
a big announcement coming up that everybody's going to be very excited about. She asked if she could be his running
You
mate.
guys are all crazy, bro.
Huh?
You guys are all crazy.
Media network.
What? Say that again?
He's starting his own social media.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
you think the big
yeah,
announcement is?
yeah.
Well, good.
I'm gonna do another one like Parler.
The problem with that is it's not starting it. Parler did that. It's not starting it. It's being hosted by a server. And Amazon has the biggest servers in the world, and they will not host conservative platforms. So how do you do it? You have to build a server. That's the hard part. It's not the platform.
Well, I mean, if it could be done, I'm sure it could be. If it's done once, why can't it be done again?
I can't imagine the cost involved, but yeah, I guess it.
Well,
could
yeah,
be
I mean,
done.
people got fucking money.
Well, not Jeff Bezos' money, pal. Nobody's got Jeff Bezos' money.
Yeah, but you don't have to have that.
Yeah, well, huh?
Yeah.
Donald Trump money.
And everyone else that wants to help out with it.
Do you think Trump money is even comparable to Bezos' money? Not even comparable, huh?
He's got a few billion. You get to a point where
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, listen, I'll be all over that sucker. I am a huge. If I was, yeah, I think I would believe this even if I was on the left, that the First Amendment is got to be the most important thing to American culture. And if you
Not
don't,
according to Prince Harry.
but if you don't have the First Amendment, then we're all limited. You know what's to stop them from limiting, the left at some point? If you can be censored. So if there's a platform that and I'm saying this for the left too, that lets the left say whatever they want, rants, but the right do it as well, which really isn't the case right now. If you're on the right and you say shit,
don't
censored.
put me in your left or right.
I
thing,
did not
right,
say
buddy?
a word about
I'm
you,
just
pal.
saying, I'm just saying.
I didn't say a word about you, pal.
I just hate that. I hate that.
Well, you have to. If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing, bro.
What do you mean? No bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
So where do you stand?
Right here, bitch. No. Listen, you don't have to. I'm not gonna say.
I didn't say Democrat or
following-
Republican.
I'm not saying that either.
I didn't
I'm
say
saying
that. 'Cause
it's issue to issue.
Right.
That's how it should be. You should be judged on issue to issue.
Yes, I don't disagree with that statement. However, there's sort of a moral path and a moral line to those issues that is the general trajectory for the most part. It is.
I'm not following.
If you're on the right, generally speaking, and we do agree on some things like abortion. You and I don't weigh in heavy on that because I'm not sure how to feel. But generally speaking, most people that are on the right have a general trajectory of thinking that is pretty much uniform. And I think that you and I are the kind of the odd man out of that on if you're going to single out issues. One of them being an abortion.
No, listen. Like I said, I mean, I don't want to make that decision. If
Right.
I made that decision,
That's why
if
I'm
it was
saying-
my
that's why
decision,
I'm saying
that's what I'm
maybe-
saying.
maybe
if
we
it
are
was
right.
my decision, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But it's not my decision.
Right.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
we've talked about it, and
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for me. But generally speaking, the right is pro-life. You know what I mean? Generally speaking.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
But but
maybe I'm not lumping myself in, but I think by far and large, the right, and again, I'm not saying Republican, I'm saying the right.
I know, but
are
I think just be a good fucking human being. That's all. Be a good human being.
Right,
That's
but
all I
you
try
have
to
to-
be. I don't try to be right or left.
Different cultures would define different human beings. You could be a good human being somewhere else, and it doesn't. It's a cultural thing. And I think
I'm saying I'm going to be what I think is a good human being, not
Okay.
what anybody else.
You don't think that's defined at all by
Oh.
religion or the Constitution? I do.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
our
I mean-
laws in our country?
Yeah,
I do.
Yes.
I think that helps define me. Do I think sometimes they get out of hand, especially with laws and big government making ridiculous laws and things like that? Yes, absolutely. But I think we're all, as Americans, formed to some degree by our values and our morals, which are formed by the Constitution, which are formed by the Bill of Rights, which are formed by our laws in our country, which are formed by religion, if you're religious. And I think that forms you as a human and your beliefs. You don't think so?
So you're not a what is it? What's the word?
Atheist?
No. Like when you
No, I'm not.
when you can think on your own, or is it you know what I'm talking about?
Free thinker?
No.
What?
Shit.
Drawing a blank?
No, free will.
Oh, I'm
free will.
absolutely
You're a free will guy.
Absolutely.
So
I
you're
just
not-
told
and
you an issue that I wouldn't agree with the masses on.
But what's the other opposite of free will? Like it's like nature and nurture kind of type shit, right? No, I'm thinking of
The
something else.
opposite of free will would be forcible.
No, saying like you don't have free will, whatever that is.
You're being
it's called.
controlled.
No, listen.
Okay.
Like you're like free will. What free will is this? Like what the opposite of free will is you're saying what you're saying because you've been conditioned that way. Not
You don't
like,
think you've been conditioned?
that's what I'm saying. You're saying it isn't free will. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I guess I got you're a little stoned there, I think, buddy. But I think I got I think I got what you're saying.
No, you're trying to tell me.
in
You're
that
trying to
case-
tell me. No, you're trying to tell me you think this way because of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and religion, and this and that. I'm like, yeah,
Well,
I do agree.
You said
You-
good human, and I think the things that I just mentioned are based on good values. I don't think there's
Correct.
bad values in that.
Correct, but
So
I'm
I don't see the harm in being, it's not like I'm, it's not like I'm a kid being raised by, Ku Klux Klan parents. That maybe when I become an adult, I can see the errors of their ways. I think the Constitution has good fundamental values to it. I do. I don't see the harm in being formed and shaped by that. I think religion, although I'm not a traditionalist at all in any sense of the word by religion, I am Christian, and I do think that overall, as a whole, it has good moral values and good moral standards that help to form you who you are as a human. You don't agree with that? And I think as an adult, especially, I don't want to say I'm an intellectual because I absolutely am not, but somewhat of a person who can put thoughts together. If they were bad and they were, I was being brought up by a belief system that was, fuck over your neighbor and fucking, murder is okay. I think that as an adult, at some point I would have to put some reasoning and rationale to that, and I would probably figure it out that maybe those aren't good things.
I don't know if you would. It
You
depends who else is in your ear. You might not. You might say,
Right.
"Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go kill some people, man. That's the thing to do because I've been raised to do that."
Right, and that probably would happen to a point, and then
That kind of goes back to my shit. Is there free will or not?
is there free will?
I think there is.
I absolutely believe there is free will.
I think there is, but we are conditioned
Right.
by
our surroundings,
by our
which
surroundings,
include our-
by
probably-
history, by history,
Mhm.
by our parents, by our friends,
Right.
by our situation,
Right,
all that
right.
stuff.
Right. And yeah. So how much are you? How much is society changing by cancel culture and rewriting history? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what's happening now.
That's not gonna last long. I don't think.
You don't think so?
This phase of all this shit, nah. I don't know. I just don't think it can. People are starting to see it more and more, right? Aren't they?
I mean, the people.
The problem is
travel with-
Hollywood. Hollywood is fucking all over that shit too.
which I don't understand. I don't. Why is Hollywood so? Again, you hate the word left or right, so I don't know how else to define this. But so I would almost call it anti-American. Why are they so? Nobody has been treated better and gotten farther in life than actors in Hollywood and live in mansions in Bel Air. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's evil industry. That's why, right?
You think that? You think Chinese money has something to do with it?
Oh yeah. Did you see that with John Cena?
I
see
did
that?
see that. Yeah,
That's kind of shady, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of take. That's that. Yeah,
they
no
came
spine. There
They
you
came
go.
after him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of no spine,
Yeah,
bro. Guess what? I was in Taiwan at their airport.
yeah,
Had their own fucking flag and shit.
right,
Seems like a country to me.
right.
The tickets to Taiwan, right? I don't know.
I don't know what would ever make him think that was a good idea to post that. I mean, why?
Why the rebuttal? Like saying he's sorry?
No, the initial post. Which I don't remember. What did it say?
No,
exactly?
it wasn't an initial post. So I'll fill you in.
Okay, go ahead.
So he was doing an interview and he was saying, I think like something along the line where, Taiwan's gonna be the first country to see Fast and the Furious, da 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 da, blah, 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 talking about Taiwan as its own entity, as a country, as I guess we recognize it that way.
Right.
I think so. And China does not recognize Taiwan as an independent country. They think Taiwan's theirs, and that's like a big issue. It's like I guess a contested issue among the two countries, and China does not like that shit. And so he went and apologized, saying, I'm a big fan of China, whatever. He did it in Cantonese or whatever the language is.
Said he's a big fan of China?
Yes, he was pretty much again, he was just bigging up China.
Okay.
Kind of like saying China's a country. They didn't mention Taiwan at all. You know what I mean?
Backpedaling.
Yeah. That's a little shady, right?
Well, it's all about money at the end of the day. It's all about
I know, but I mean,
selling.
at what point is money, like, I mean, dude, the China is it's a dictatorship, right? Isn't a communism pretty much a dictatorship?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're torturing people, and fucking, like, Taiwan wants to be free from them, and they're not, that's kind of fucked up. You're supporting that?
For sales.
For sales, yeah, well, that's like selling your fucking soul. Am I right? A little bit?
Don't they say China owns a big portion of Disney, right?
Yeah.
And they have a
That's why, like,
heavy influence in
okay, listen,
movies
yeah,
and what
yeah.
comes out,
And you know,
what's released.
did you watch any of the Avengers and shit?
It's not my thing, so
Did
no,
you
I
watch the
didn't.
Avengers?
I've seen some.
Okay, well, whatever. You know, it's Doctor Strangelove, or
Yeah.
no, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
There is a Doctor Strangelove.
That's a
it's
movie,
song.
right? It's a movie.
Isn't it
I
a
thought.
song?
All right,
Song.
okay, song.
Go ahead, pal.
All right, so anyway, Doctor Strange, in one of his, I don't know, adversaries.
No, I'm thinking
or,
of Dr. Feelgood.
yeah. Doctor Strange, the movie. Fucking.
Doctor Strange. You said Doctor Strange
A
Love.
Bond movie. Doctor Strange Love is a Bond movie, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about
Doctor No.
Dr. No. That's it, Dr. No.
This is why you people tune in to watch two blubbering idiots that have no idea what we're talking about.
What were we just talking about,
But
though?
we're very relatable, aren't
What
we?
was I just
Do you
talk-
love us because we're relatable?
What were we just talking about, though?
You were talking about Doctor Strangelove.
No. Oh, Doctor Strange, yeah. So one of his adversaries or teammates is is supposed to be some type of Chinese person, and like something that China does not like. They don't allow. They look down upon or something. You know, they're like whatever. So they changed it, made it a woman. You know what I mean? Like they changed these roles for China.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard that certain movies, Disney movies especially, because
That's
they
what
own,
I'm saying,
they own a big portion of it, get released, and they make them edit it and take certain things out that are not customary to China. You know, which is crazy to me. I mean, but I don't know. I guess you don't have to watch them. You know.
No, but I like Disney.
Money
I like
is
Disney.
blind.
Disney movies
money.
are pretty good. Disney Plus is pretty damn good. I got some Disney stock too, so please buy some Disney. And now the parks are opening back up.
Everything, man. Everything.
But I heard you have to wear a mask outside
to a park.
to a fucking park. Not happening, bro. Especially in Florida when everything else is free.
It's done now.
No. Well, yeah, you're right. Not, I think on lines you have to wear them. You don't have to wear them like when you walk off the line outside. But and in stores and in restaurants and in buildings, you have to wear it.
Did you
Not
see
happening.
DeSantis signed into law, obviously in the state of Florida, and it was like on the first day of Pride Month that women's sports are strictly women's sports and men's are strictly men.
As it
I
should
mean, I
be.
don't disagree with that.
No,
you know, I've got nothing against the LBGQ
No.
community at all. Nothing. I think that we're all even keel across the board, but you cannot have that biological advantage, which is huge, and you will crush women's sports. It would absolutely crush women's sports.
Bro,
There would never be another woman
why is there
again,
not a peep
ever.
about the other way around?
Because it's
Why is there not? Why?
obviously because it would
Because
never
it
happen.
would never matter.
In a billion years, it would never
because of the
Yeah.
science.
Right, right. Well, biology, yeah.
Well, that-
Jordan Peterson had a great
Sci-
quote,
bias.
which I will completely fuck up. I don't remember his quote, but it was a great quote. Something about, you know, a transgender female, you know, obviously male to female could probably beat most. I'm going to say this wrong. Vice versa, a woman transgender to a man wouldn't be in the top 1,000. You know what I mean? But it was I don't remember his quote, but it was pretty accurate. He said it on Rogan, I think. And it made sense. I mean, the other
Just
way
confused
around.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah. I confused the fuck out of myself. But anyway, the other way around, if it's a woman trying to compete in a man's sport, it's never going to happen.
That's why you don't hear, but you don't hear of it because it can't happen.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we have daughters too, and that'd be fucked up. If our
but I feel like
I'm
the
talking
trans community can take that as an attack, and it's not.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not attacking anybody. You have
it's your daughter, right? Your daughter's fucking 7.
Right.
She's gonna be 16 years old. She's been training since she was fucking 7 in soccer. Say she's 16, 17 years old, and there's a scholarship on the table for her to get, right? Or a spot on the Olympic team or junior Olympic team or some shit.
Right.
And some guy who's been a fucking dude his whole life gets a sex change, and now he takes that spot.
Well, it doesn't even have to be a sex change. Just profess to be a woman. It doesn't even have to.
Yeah,
has nothing to do with
you're right. Yeah.
Interchangeable
Yes.
parts.
Exactly. Yes. You're
you
right.
can just.
But even if they did get the sex change, even if they did, you got too much testosterone pumping through your veins most of your life. You're a different body.
It's not fair, and that's just sticking up for women.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all it really is. There's women who deserve, who, like you said, have trained their whole life and worked their whole life to achieve a certain thing, and literally, someone can just profess to be or identify as, and I don't care about that. You're more than welcome to do it, but in my opinion, and I'm just some dude with a mic in front of me. That does not fast forward you. You don't skip the line and beat out somebody that worked her whole life to get there just because you claim you're a woman. I don't
Dude,
see that.
It's going to happen in the Olympics this year. I think.
Well, no.
Yes.
Isn't the Olympics? Where is the Olympics this year?
Tokyo.
And they're not allowing it. They're not allowing. I read this somewhere maybe a month ago. That Tokyo will not allow transgender athletes.
Really?
That's what I read.
Well, I heard someone saying that they're going to see it because I think there's a Scandinavian country that has a weightlifter.
Okay.
Used to be a man is now competing in the women, or I don't know if he identifies whatever. But
can you pull that up and see if Tokyo is allowing? Because I definitely read an article that said they were not.
Like that's crazy. Like especially weightlifting. That if it's like something where some skill, like some archery or some shit, it doesn't matter maybe.
Right.
But
I don't think it would.
Yeah, but fucking weightlifting, that shit matters.
It definitely matters. Our everything is, our biological structure is completely different.
Yeah. Well, especially weightlifting.
Right. No question.
Yeah, there's 3 trans women competing.
Yep.
So it is happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it in what
missed
sports?
Your chance, bro. You missed your chance, Raj. Weightlifting, right?
It's all weightlifting? I mean, there's the potential to make some big money on that. You could bet your fucking house that they're going to win.
Yeah.
That's gold medal
Can
right
you
there.
bet on the Olympics? I don't think you're allowed to bet on amateur.
Bro, you can bet on anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anything.
So, well, bookie, but like, is it on DraftKings or something like that?
I doubt it. I just meant as a bookie, yeah.
BMX freestyle and volleyball.
That's messed up, man.
Actually, those 2 sports I'm not that offended by. I'm not that offended.
Bro, volleyball, you got to jump and fucking smash a ball. Dude, it's a different ball game. I'm telling you.
I didn't know there was even a BMX freestyle for women in the Olympics. I didn't know. That was first year? Yeah, well, that trans person is going to smoke the fucking field in that.
I don't know. That's a little bit of a skill sport.
Yeah. It's not like weightlifting, I agree.
But you do got to lift your fucking weight.
Right.
Here, but I want to give a shout out to this shirt right here.
What do you got?
Live on the legacy. This is actually Ray Mancini Jr. Ray Mancini's son's line.
Okay. Clothing line?
Clothing line, yeah.
Right on.
And you know who Ray Boom Boom Mancini is, right?
Man, legend. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Actually, I read his book a while back. It's called The Good Son. Great book, talking about how his dad boxed and got him kind of, that's why he wanted to box. His brother I think his brother died from like a drug overdose, so kind of dealt with that and all that shit. And I just finished his book, and I'm at Henzo's in the city. And some guy's like, can I take a picture? Yeah. And he's like, Ray Mancini. I'm like, hell yeah, I just fucking read his book. He's like, he says he's a fan of you. And I ended up kind of talking to him and stuff. So
that's got to make you feel good.
Yeah,
you're a humble dude. You don't ever, I've known you for
but especially Ray,
20 years. Your head never gets full of shit, but that's got to be a good feeling.
No, hell yeah.
Like that
Absolutely.
fan,
absolutely. And, picked his brain. He gave him some boxing tips and shit.
That's cool, man.
So we stayed in touch. His son, reached out. It's kind of like all stuff about his dad,
Yeah.
boxing themed clothing and shit. It's
Has
pretty
there
dope.
ever been like a celebrity like that, or whatever? I know you've met Mike Tyson, a bunch of people who's ever gave you like, obviously these interactions and these meetings are pretty brief overall. Has there ever been one that gave you some advice that just stuck and you actually used it in a fight? It was like, holy fucking shit, like that was good advice that I actually used, or is most of it just shit you've already heard?
No, in a fight, like fight stuff.
No, I'm saying like has like you met Tyson. I don't know what you guys talked
No,
about.
I met Tyson in passing.
You
real
want to
quick.
dip here. You want to.
No, nobody.
There's nobody's ever given you anything you haven't heard of?
Not that. But I did sit next to Charles Barkley. He was cool as shit, dude.
No shit.
It was me and Renee. He was buying us drinks,
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
us the whole time. Super good guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I've heard this from other people too.
Yeah.
And this is when I was champ too. And he's like, bro, these motherfuckers don't care about you, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, don't worry. He's like, all right.
That stuck with you.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. It's funny you just mentioned that. I did an appearance at a bar in Philly with Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
Eddie actually set it up and asked me to come out. Well, I didn't know Eddie was going to be there. We were there for like an hour. Really cool place. The Gall House. It's I guess it's Eastern Philly. But anyway, went out there. Really cool people. Matt, the bar owner or the manager. Cool dude, took care of us, whatever. And then Eddie shows up with his wife, Jamie. Well, Jamie started drinking, getting a little loose. He was taking pictures, singing. Her and Danielle were hanging out, chilling or whatever. And, she's like, I want to post this and tag you, whatever. Give me your number. Put your number in my phone. So I don't know what I hit because I was a little banged up too. I hit something and I fucking somehow started calling Charles Barkley from Jamie's phone. I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
she had Charles Barkley in her phone. Now, I don't know what I hit to pull his number up, but yeah, it was. Next thing I know, I was like, "Holy shit, I'm calling fucking!" And she was so drunk, she just started laughing her ass off.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. We had fun.
That's Widow Wadowski's, right?
Widow Wadowski,
Yeah,
the sandwich. I actually ordered that when I was out there. Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was kind of like almost like a college bar feel, but clean, super nice. They just came out with their own like twisted tea version. It's called Gall House Tea, and I planned on just staying for a couple hours. We were out there for like 4.5 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was
fucking
good
high
time.
school Harry in it.
Bro, Eddie was drinking. I'm like, this fucking guy's like chilling. He lived like 5 minutes away. So
Yeah.
it was a good time, man. The good people. I really like Eddie and his wife.
Yeah,
Jamie,
no, they're
super
great,
good.
man.
His whole family was there. His sister was there. His brother was
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Brought the whole family out.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Good people.
Hell yeah. You what else do we have on our little list?
I was gonna ask you, and I know you're gonna get. Frankie's gonna get all gun shy and be like, I don't know, I don't really have a story, I got nothing. But I just thought, we just went down the politics route, which is a little fucking serious. People get annoyed at us.
It wasn't politics, bro. Why is it politics?
It is politics.
No, it's not.
Let's lighten it up a little bit, man. Most embarrassing moment you've ever had happen to you.
I got to go first.
I'll go first. I don't care.
No,
I mean, I got a bunch of them, but
I don't have a bunch. I really don't. I
just
can't
think of one that would be.
But one was
slightly
kind of embarrassing. This
entertaining.
was kind of embarrassing. I'm at my next door neighbor's house. We're in his backyard.
Here?
No, this is where my parents live, and so I'm a kid. I'm like, I don't know, 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that. And we're in like a big field behind his house. So we're kind of playing there. And then their dog was out. We're trying to pet the dog, and like over the fence, So we're short, Probably still have a hard time getting him, but it was a piece of wood. Right, there's a piece of wood, so we're like, let's bring the wood over.
You had a piece.
Yeah,
of wood.
there's a piece of wood on the ground. Like, let's pick the wood up and we'll stand on it. We'll pet the fucking dog.
Okay.
So we go to pick the wood up. I'm walking forward. My buddy's walking backwards. I pick it up and, boom! I just disappear. I fucking fell down some well. It was a well. It was covering a fucking well. I kind of fell on some pipes. I'm like, oh, and then I fucking moved, and I'm all the way down. I fucking landed on my back.
Wait, all the way down? How deep were you talking?
No, it wasn't that.
Was it like 4 feet deep? And you
No, it was like 10 fucking feet. Bro, I couldn't get out. So, boom, I fucking fall. A rock fell right into my back. I'm like, fuck. And I couldn't get out. I was stuck in the fucking well. And my buddy's like, yo, I'm like fucking 10 years old. I'm bugging out, bro. My buddy's like, okay, I'll go get help. I'm like, fuck. Dude, he felt like he was gone forever. I'm like, dude, is this guy ever coming back?
What's in the bottom of this thing? Just mud, water?
No, it was concrete. It was concrete,
okay,
I think,
okay.
Or I don't know if it was concrete, but it had pipes above it and shit, And my neighbor, who was like a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, whatever, he was with some girl. He fucking comes out, his fucking pants are like half down and shit. Comes out, yanks me out. I'm fucking, was like crying and shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I literally, my buddy's like, oh my God, if I turn around and walk, you're gone.
I mean, that's good, but you're 10 years old, so I feel like stuff isn't that embarrassing when you're 10 because fucking 10-year-olds cry. But, so I was thinking about this a little bit today, and I got a bunch. I got some stories like that when I was a kid, but I'm like, you kind of get a pass when you're a kid. And then this fucking one just popped in my head that I've never fucking ever talked about because it's just embarrassing. And I know her, and I still see her around, and...
Oh, does this happen in the bedroom?
Bro.
Oh, man,
so,
what?
And I just remembered
sharing
this the other day.
Details.
Well, I mean, come on. You got to get personal. You got to tell good stories. You got to fucking bring the crowd in with you and get them to feel like they know you, right? So this is going back to... I mean, this is probably 15, maybe not 20 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, something like that. I was out locally, Seaside. I'm not going to say any names because I still know this person really well. But anyway, I'm out, and there's a female there. She's actually working there. Not going to say in what capacity. We hit it off, start vibing or whatever, and we're drinking. One thing leads to another. I end up going back to her apartment with her, and we do the thing, hang out, whatever, hook up. We're in her room, and things happen, and it's all good. And she's hot, and I'm just happy to be there, and I'm pretty drunk though. I'm pretty fucking drunk, and I fell asleep obviously at some point, and I farted. But my bare butt cheeks were like up against her back. And I farted in my sleep. And it woke me up, but it also woke her up because I remember like she did like one of these, like, like fucking like skeeved, like totally skeeved. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I say I'm sorry? Do I just lay here and act like I'm dead?
Ew, you're gross.
I was so goddamn embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. So I just acted like I was dead. I just fucking never moved. I kind of like faked snored and shit. And I was like, I prayed to God that she forgot about it or like never mentioned it, and she never did. But I know, bro, by her reaction, she was like fucking skeeved, like, what the fuck is this motherfucker do? You know what I mean? So, and I still see her all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You might have gave her pink eye.
Bro, no, because it was her back, but it was like my bare butt cheeks on her back. Bro, it was fucking embarrassing. I didn't know what to say when I left the next morning. I was like, oh, all right, so like I'll see you around, it's good hanging out with you. But in my head, I was like, oh my God, and I still see her, and she's hot and fucking, it was. I'll tell you after the show who it was. You'll know who it was, but you'd be like, her? No shit. But anyway, yeah, again, like 15 years ago.
Is this the girl that's competing in the Olympics?
So, yeah, that was definitely one of my more embarrassing moments, and I've never told that story ever to anybody.
I wonder if she'll be listening.
Yeah. I wonder if she even, I sometimes even think, like, when I see her, does she even fucking remember that?
Did it stink? Did it smell? Was
I don't think so, but I don't remember. Bro, I played dead. I played dead. Like, I didn't breathe, I didn't move, and then I was like, then you overthink it, and you're like, should you act like you're snoring? So I was like... like fucking faking it, and I didn't sleep a wink after that. I was wide awake for the rest of the night. Like, oh my God, what is she gonna say? Is she gonna tell people? Is she gonna be like,
You farted, bro.
I know, but
this dude is so crazy.
I just overthought. You know me, bro. You know how I am. So another story. We're talking about embarrassing stories, and you fucking copped out and told one about when you were 10.
Oh, listen, I don't embarrass easy, okay? This guy gets embarrassed. He farted in front of a girl. Oh, my God, I
fart in front of a girl, bro. I farted on a girl. First time I ever hung out with her. First time I ever hooked up with her, and she was super hot. Not quite the same fucking thing as you're saying, but anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Super hot chick, who I still see all the time. So, okay. Tell your version. My version is more accurate. But anyway.
She probably has a nickname for you.
Yeah. Fucking farter. But anyway,
the midnight.
Another one, and this wasn't as embarrassing because I covered it up as best I can, but embarrassing for me personally. And again, people are going to think I'm fucking grossly disgusting and I got some intestinal issues going on or something, but I really don't. It's only happened to me once in my life, this that I'm talking about. So anyway, been in the union 23 years. I used to do all the commercial accounts. Used to drive, tandem axle and go do a lot of diesel deliveries, commercial stuff. Well, there's this one stop in Wall Township, New Jersey, Sand and Gravel. Go there once a week, fill the on-road tanks, fill the off-road tanks. And they were an account that they always wanted you to come into the office and get the ticket signed before you left. Leave them a copy, get the ticket signed. Not every place is like that. Some place you just dump and go, whatever. But this is one that specifically want you to come inside. And I knew everybody in the office. I see them, every week and go in, bullshit, talk to people, whatever. So they see me because I got the big, huge glass windows. They see me in their yard, They got these big windows because they want to keep an eye on all the traffic in the yard or whatever. So they definitely see me. And I'm only 50 feet away from the office. And I fuel up the off-road tank, 1,000-gallon, I think, tank it was. Fill up the on-road tank, 1,000-gallon tank. I'm in there doing my paperwork, getting ready to go in the office. And I'm like, I got to fart before I go in. And I just let one rip. Bro, I sharded, fucking shit my fucking pants, right? So now I don't know what to do because I'm like, all I have left to do is get the ticket signed, and then I could maybe drive home, even though I live in Toms River and I'm in Wall, or at least figure out my situation. But I'm like, I probably stink. I'm probably so I don't want to go in the office. I don't know what to do. I'm like, fuck. I just fucking threw it in gear and left.
How much?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't like gallons. It was just a fart that was wet.
Shitty?
It was wet.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I would have fucking.
No, I mean,
would've
bro, I
tucked my
soiled
underwear.
my
I
underwear.
would have tucked my underwear
I soiled my underwear.
in my ass crack and got
So
that
then
ticket.
now I'm sitting on this, driving a truck like
You
I'm
get a rash that way, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm fucking disgusting. Obviously, I'm going home to change, but I'm like, I can't
jump in a fucking shower.
I can't even make it home like this. So I drive to Wall Stadium, which is right down the street. I walk out in the woods, take my pants off, take my underwear off, throw them in the woods, put my pants back on, then drive home and take a shower. So not as embarrassing as the first story, but apparently I should have like a gastrointestinal guy check me out
You got a leaky gut.
I got some leaky gut issues going on.
Leaky anus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. So
Hershey squirting motherfucker.
but you fell down a well, and that's a good story.
Hey. I got,
I'm fucking with you, buddy.
thought I was going to die.
Just the fact that Frank Yeager cried is a pretty good story, actually.
I didn't cry long.
You didn't cry
It
long?
was more of like a scared cry.
Yeah.
If I was calm, I thought it was
I think that would scare anybody, man. 10-foot well. I mean, even as an adult, that'd be a little scary.
I need a
But why is there a piece of wood over it?
I don't know.
Can't be a well,
so
actually,
no one
can
falls
it?
on it? I don't know if it was a
No,
well,
but
it
you
was a
put
fucking
you
hole.
put a concrete cap on it, right? So that
Yeah, so kids can't pick it up.
yeah.
How strong?
So yeah.
Oh, Jake Paul and no. Okay,
Well,
first
Tyron
no,
Woodley's now
no,
fighting.
No,
so
no. Yeah, well, I know it's Jake Paul, but let's say Logan Paul Mayweather.
I would never in a billion years ever bet on anybody but Mayweather in that one. The Woodley Paul fight is a little more interesting, but I'm still picking Woodley. And he ain't Ben Askren, bro. He's got fucking power in those hands. He's been in the MMA game. His resume was way better than who did I just say? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank now.
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren. His resume is way better. So I'd pick Woodley on that one too. I'd pick the two obvious choices, I think, in those fights.
Why are they obvious?
Because I would not when it was Paul versus Askren, I didn't know who to pick. I thought that was a tough one. I ended up picking Paul, and I picked right. But I think in this it's a little more obvious. Who do you think?
Yeah, I do. I don't know, man. I do think Floyd's gonna win, but I imagine
There's no question Floyd's gonna win. Is Woodley gonna win?
No. So let me talk about Floyd first. I do think Floyd's gonna win, but like this is the ingredients for like a perfect storm. You know what I mean? You got arguably the best fighter ever. Was he 50-0? This and that, and it doesn't even go on his record. I hear. Do you see the rules?
The exhibition fight.
Yeah, the rules for him are fucking kind of whack. There's no winner read at the end or anything like that.
Well, that was the same thing with the Tyson fight.
Yeah, that's different though. A little different, But whatever. It's a spectacle anyway.
Exhibition fight.
But I'm saying it's a perfect storm for this dude to fucking just catch.
He's got nothing to lose, man.
But
nothing
100% I
to lose.
don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I don't ever.
Now, Jake Paul and I feel like Jake Paul's almost like shit just works out for this kid.
It does.
Now I do. Woodley
but I really
is
think
Woodley's a totally different animal.
it's going to come down to training.
But
in my
Woodley
opinion.
gets tired too, though.
He does. Is it going to go that late into the rounds? Do you think it's going to go that late?
No, well, it depends. I think Woodley goes out there and tries knocking him out. He's not even tired. If Woodley goes out there and just thinks about boxing this dude up, he'll box him the fuck up. I think.
I think Woodley knows that he can't do what Askren did because he'll just be the laughingstock of the
Yeah,
community,
I'm
getting
sure he
knocked
doesn't
out
wanna
by.
do that
So I
regardless.
really think he's going to take it serious. I really think he's going to train hard. I think he's going to come in prepared. Which, listen, bro. You think Askren came into that
He
fight
better,
prepared?
bro. He
Askren
better.
had back fat, bro. He
Yeah.
had back fat. You think he
did.
came in prepared? I don't. I don't think he took it serious.
No, I
he was
don't.
looking for a payday.
Yeah.
He knew his MMA career was over. He was like, well, here's an opportunity. Probably trained a little bit. Didn't have hands anyway. Never had hands. Trained a little bit. Obviously saw it, but came in looking horribly out of shape and got knocked out. I don't think Woodley's going to do that at all.
No, I don't either. But and people, I hate when they say like MMA versus boxing. It ain't either.
Right.
If you want to do MMA versus boxing, you got to fight in the street, see what happens.
But they say it vice versa too. They say it when Tony, what's his name? Who was the heavyweight that fought Randy? They
Tony.
said it then too. So they say it on both sides. They say this is MMA versus boxing.
Yeah, right.
They're always going to say that. It's just
It's two different sports.
I agree totally.
But you see what Eddie put out.
What?
I gotta find it because it's good. Because
Bro, Eddie's a smart guy, man.
Well,
Just hanging out with him last
for
weekend at that, and I could tell like he was a little tipsy. Not as bad as Jamie, but he was a little tipsy. He was enjoying himself, having a good time, bro. Constantly talking about investments and
he's
what's
all
next,
over it.
and
Yeah.
he's like, if it don't make me money, I don't buy. Bro,
he's a smart
Eddie's
guy,
gonna
yeah.
do all right in his life, man.
Oh,
I
he
mean, not
does,
that he
yeah.
already isn't,
Yeah,
but his retirement is already set.
Yeah, no, I go to him for a lot of advice. Man.
He's a smart dude.
He's
Yeah,
super smart.
Yep.
And good dude. But
Very good dude.
like that guy Jay Leon, I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he was talking shit. He's actually talking shit to Woodley when I'm talking when
The trainer.
yeah. Jake Paul's trainer.
Right.
Was talking shit to Woodley,
Yeah.
and I guess he for some reason he tagged Eddie about fight. I don't know. I don't think he intentionally meant to tag Eddie. Something about a fight.
How do you tag somebody and not intentionally mean to do it?
Whatever. They went back and forth quite a bit, but this is what Eddie says. We fight in rings, cages, circles, and mats. Anywhere is just fine for us, but we really fight. If you let 10 boxers out in a cell and 10 MMA fighters, who's going to live and who's going to die? Case closed. Take your gloves and shoes and shove them up your ass.
Perfect
You know what I'm saying?
response,
Come on,
bro.
that's real.
That's perfect
like-
response. Perfect response.
Because Woodley, man, when I don't know if you've seen that. Did you see that interaction with him?
I saw it, and I was surprised Woodley didn't bark back
No,
more.
I would have been like, yo.
he
fuck
was like,
those gloves.
you don't know
I'm
nothing
like,
about
fuck
these
those
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck those gloves. I
Right.
will fucking rape you if I want to right here.
Right. Because that was the place to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
they were not in a boxing ring.
No, but
And he's
you
taunting him.
heard Woodley though. He's like, I don't want to take shine off of Askren. It was Askren's night.
Right.
That was cool.
Right,
you know?
right. No, I agree. But I didn't think Woodley was like that. I thought Woodley would talk shit and throw down. He just seems like that kind of guy.
These dudes are all cameras in your face. You're not gonna get much done.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. And then they just had they just had a recent face off where,
Portnoy was the
Portnoy? Dave
Portnoy,
was?
yeah.
Was it?
Portnoy.
Well, he's got his own thing going on with boxing, right?
I don't know. It's
That's not-
he does. He does
that's not
the
what this
Barca-
is.
No,
Yeah.
no. But he was in the middle of both of them.
Was he really? I
Yeah.
didn't see Portnoy. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. I just heard Woodley kept saying, "You're shaking, bro. Why are you shaking? You're shaking, man."
To Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. You can't blame these guys for doing that.
Not at all. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Listen. You're a UFC Hall of Famer, bro. You got an illustrious career. You've done, and you being honest, which I respect. You take that fight tomorrow. You put food on your fucking family's table. It offers you security. It offers you. I think you'd be an idiot not to take it because for whatever reason, well, it's not rocket science. Fans pay for fights they want to see. People want to fucking see that shit. Jake Paul's got a huge following.
And everyone, he's been boxing, dude, for a while.
Yeah.
He's taking it kind of serious.
And he's not a bad boxer, man. I'm
No,
not.
they're
I said
athletes.
it. I said it
Both
last
of them,
fight.
Both of them are athletes. They
Right.
wrestled growing up. They're
Right.
fucking athletes.
Right.
As long as they're training, they got a shot.
I said it last fight. That's why I picked him to win because he does have hands. He can throw hands. And I just thought it was a perfect matchup for him though with Askren.
You think Askren took a dive?
No, I don't think he took a dive. I think
Imagine
he
Wadley takes a dive.
No, he won't.
How do you know, man? Shit.
I don't know them personally, so
Shit.
I don't know.
What
I
if he
don't know.
puts he's the dog too. He's the fucking dog, bro.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I think could Askren have taken a dive? Maybe. I don't see it. Maybe. It was questionable. The punch was questionable whether he took a dive or not. It definitely was a solid shot.
I don't think so. Yeah.
It was a solid shot, man. I mean, it would have knocked a lot of people out.
Yeah.
A lot of people. So I don't personally think so, but I just think there's certain fighters that would just never ever do that. They have you, for example, not to kiss your ass, but you would never take a dive, no matter for any dollar figure.
Can't do that.
Right.
You got to live with that for the rest of your life.
Right. Right.
Unless you're living in fucking Jamaica or something.
You obviously know T Wood better than me. Not that you guys are buddy.
No, not that I would. I don't know.
You think there's a dollar figure that he would take a dive for?
I'm sure everybody has a dollar figure, but no, I don't think he's gonna do it.
No.
I think he wants to embarrass this dude. I think anybody fighting this guy in the MMA world thinks the MMA world is on his bare back.
Right.
Especially now.
Right.
And this dude, he's so smart, man. Jake Paul getting ruffling feathers.
I got no hate towards that dude at all. Just like Conor McGregor.
Told you I met him,
They're
right?
Fucking you were saying he's what was the comment? You had your kids. You went to a concert, right, or something with his, and he met your kids and said, "I'm a fan of your." I was watching your dad when I was your age, or something like that. Yeah.
I had like push up and dip videos.
Yeah.
Pull up videos, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I got no hate towards them guys at all, and they're hated, man. They're definitely hated, and they're just fucking smarter than most people, getting paid fucking millions of dollars because they talk shit. You don't know who they really are.
No, honestly, when I met him, he was a very nice kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So no hate towards those guys at all. Just like Conor McGregor, I got no hate towards that guy, and he usually backs it up. You don't think so?
I mean, he hasn't in a while, right?
Hasn't, no, but I said he usually does. I mean, I never thought in a million years
I think
ever.
He lost his last. I mean, listen, I think
you thought he was going to beat Eddie. Never did I give him a chance in the world.
That was the last fight he won,
and he beat Eddie.
That's the last fight he won, I think, right?
Yeah.
No, he beat Cowboy after that. He beat Cowboy
with a shoulder bump, which is fucking mind-blowing.
He lost to Dustin. He lost to Floyd.
Well, Dustin was recent.
He lost to Habib.
Nate. I mean, he's 1-1 with Nate.
Yeah, but I think those were after, right? I don't remember.
No, I think that was before
Eddie. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. Since that fight, he beat Cowboy, but he lost to Dustin. He lost to Habib.
Dustin, I didn't know how that was going to go. I thought that could go either way. Khabib, I never thought he was going to beat Khabib ever. Did you?
No,
I never thought he ever was going to beat him. He was game. He was definitely game.
I picked Dustin. Though.
Yeah, I would have picked Dustin probably too on that one. Yeah.
How about the rematch?
I don't know.
It's kind of a pick 'em, right?
I think
Especially when it's one apiece as it is.
I think the rematch, I'd probably pick McGregor. I think he's going to come back just to lose twice to the same guy. He's done. He's finished. You know what I mean? That's he's 1-1 with Nate.
Done, bro. He's never done.
He's never done because he's a big draw, but he'll never have the same mystique to him that he did. Ever.
No, he doesn't have the same mystique now. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's still got a mystique, man.
Bro, what? He just lost 3 fights in a row.
But he's fought really good dudes. It's not like he's fought any cans of corn. He's fought. You've got losses. You're still the shit.
No, but you said this mystique. This mystique about him.
All right.
He does. He is that. He does have that pizzazz. I'll give you that.
He's got a swag to him. You know what I mean? And he's always down to fight. Always.
Lots of people are, bro.
Yeah, but he had the. Who was he supposed to? Oh, he was supposed to fight the Brazilian, and they got switched out to Chad Mendes. What was it, like 5 days before?
Yeah.
And he was like, they called him in the middle of the night.
Yeah. It was supposed to be me. It was supposed to be me. I was supposed to take that fight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he picked Chags. He knew Chad was in the fucking woods.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that. Okay.
Elmer fudding it. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean he picked Chad? I thought they'd call the way the story goes. I don't fucking know. You're an inside guy. The way the story goes, Dana called him in the middle of the night while he was fucking sleeping and said, "Yo, who's the Brazilian? Why can't I think of his name?"
Aldo.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Aldo. Yes, I'm sorry. It was Aldo. I was thinking it was the other.
It's okay. Accept your apology.
Anyway, hurt his foot, right, on a fucking moped or something, right? Anyway, is out. Your opponent has been switched to Chad Mendes, and he said, "Dana, they're all the same. Don't matter who I fight," and hangs up. I mean, that's the story. I'm sure it's a little embellished, but I don't know that everybody would have fucking done that. I don't know. You think people wait for fights sometimes?
Yeah, I guess so. Some people do.
So I don't think that every single fighter would have said, "I'm fucking down." I'm not trying to be the biggest fucking.
No. Listen, but he's not. That situation worked out for him. He liked that situation.
Yeah.
Not every situation he says yes to.
But how was it supposed to be you? See, I didn't hear that story.
I was trying to get that fight. And supposedly it was between me and Chad. And supposedly his team picked Chad.
Oh, so the story probably didn't go down
I don't
like
know.
that.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
All right.
It's
Well, I mean, listen.
a lot of woulda, coulda,
Woulda, coulda, yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? So
Stories are good when you hear stories like that. People are like, "Oh shit, maybe it didn't actually happen that way."
Yeah, I remember on the phone waiting for call. Thought I was gonna get it too.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in fight shape. I mean, but I was able to. I think it was like it wasn't 5 days notice.
Mm-hmm.
It was a couple weeks, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, I think a couple weeks maybe. Yeah. 45. That would have been easy to make and everything.
Didn't Nate step in though, and that's why they fought at a catchweight second fight?
No,
that was always a catchweight.
That was when RDA.
That's who I was trying to think of. RDA. Couldn't think of it. RDA got injured.
That's Nate.
All right,
That's Nate's
right.
fight.
But I mixed up RDA with
No, Aldo did get injured also. That's why he had to
correct.
fight.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just got the fights. I got the opponents fucking switched up. But yeah,
but it
RDA.
happened to him twice. Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, he didn't have to take Nate
Either.
Diaz either.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. Listen, he's game. I'm not trying to say that, but there's a lot of game fucking dudes in the sport.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. There's some duckers too in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And who knows what's the right way to do? What's the right thing to do?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do what's best for your career. Sometimes it might be ducking, although I never did. I couldn't do that. But for some people, that's why they need managers, because they're fucking too dumb to maybe make the right choice.
Right. But not only took those fights. I mean, I think he fought a guy that not many people want to fight. He fought Khabib and really was confident he beat him. Obviously, he didn't. He got walloped.
Habib was the champion.
I understand.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? If he wants to fight for the title, he had to fight Habib.
Correct. I understand that, but
everybody wants. When Habib is a champion, whether they know they're getting smashed, everybody wants to fight that motherfucker.
Not a lot of people want to fight Khabib.
Dude? Everybody, when he was a champ, they were trying to get the fight with him. What do you mean?
All right.
Maybe listen. They may not want to fight Habib, but they want the fucking belt, so they're willing to fight Habib. You know what I'm saying?
So Edgar at the time was ranked. He was the number one.
Who?
I just said Edgar. Sorry, Conor was number one.
No,
right.
Probably not.
So that's what I'm saying, right?
Probably.
He didn't have to fight him. He just.
What do you mean?
He wanted to. He could have got a huge. What do you mean? He could have got a huge payday fighting someone.
No way.
That was not Khabib.
He thinks he's the man. He wants to fight for the belt.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Listen. What about Poirier? Is he fucking ballsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then what about Edson Barboza? Is he ballsy? He fought Habib. Everybody that fights Habib is ballsy.
Right. But what I'm saying is typically it's done with rankings, right? Number one guy fights the belt guy.
It's not. It's not in UFC.
Okay.
It should be.
Right.
But no, it's not typically
right.
Like that. It's the name. That names get put together.
Right.
When there are a name.
Right.
And there aren't many. I mean, Habib and fucking Conor, those are two names.
Two of the biggest, yeah, for sure. Cowboy's a big name too.
Yeah. I mean, but there are different levels to it, right?
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I love just hamming it up down here, you and me, pal. I love it. We should do this more often. What are you doing next Tuesday? You busy?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Seem to be free. Actually, next Tuesday I think we have somebody, but we'll tell them.
And we got a surprise guest coming in too, right? We got you hooked us up with one. We don't have to tell the listeners who it is, but he says he's coming on, but hasn't officially given us a date yet. So maybe we should say his name and have the listeners hound him a little bit and get him on.
Good old Jersey boy.
Yeah, who is it, Frankie?
Cocksucker motherfucker. Joey Diaz.
Yeah, Joey Diaz has been telling us for
Coco Diaz. Yeah, for a while he's coming on. he recently moved to Jersey, so I think we have a definitely good shot getting him on. So get at him. Hit him up on Instagram and Twitter. Say, come on, Champ and a Tramp.
Break his balls, guys. Get him on.
Love to have him.
Also, we are now pretty much, I think we're there, although we haven't tested it yet, we are Zoom capable. So if you know somebody that maybe lives out of state, can't travel out here for whatever reason, but you'd like to have as a guest, hit us up in our DMs, Champ and the Tramp. Make some suggestions to us. We'll hit them up. Or if you're somebody that wants to come on the show, also DM us at Champ of the Tramp, because we are now Zoom capable. We really, Frankie and I have always been on the same page about this. We tried to stay away from Zoom for as long as we could. We so much prefer having a guest sitting on the couch. We think it's more intimate, more personal. You can look somebody in the eye. It's better conversation. I think you can go for a longer period of time with a guest. But, Zoom opens up greatly our audience, not our audience, but our guest list, and I think it was just time that we did it. So we are now Zoom capable.
Yeah, and don't forget to look for us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
TikTok.
Where
We're
else?
on TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok.
Are we?
baby.
Woo! I didn't know that. All right.
TikTok.
Fucking Andrew coming up big
We're
with the
gonna do
TikTok.
some challenges. You know what I'm saying? Is that how you
We
do
should
it?
do one with our daughters. You want to do one? We'll do one with V and Milani. We'll do a
That's
fucking
a
TikTok.
challenge?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a fucking TikTok, fucking corny dance or something. We'll
I'm
put
sure
it on
you know
Champion
all of
Tra-
them,
Bro,
so
I'm good at them.
You
I'm
direct,
good.
You
I'm
direct
good.
me. All right. Champ of the Tramp.
Out.
Beige.
Let's go.